Good evening, my friends and fellow Utahns. Tonight I am speaking to you for the last time as governor from the parlor of the historic Governor's Mansion. This has been my home for 11 and a half years, and in a few days, this will become the home of Governor-elect Spencer Cox and his family. Serving as your governor has been the greatest honor and privilege of my professional life. It has been an improbable journey for me, and I have not taken a single moment of this experience for granted. I truly thank you for the trust that you have placed in me through my years of service. I've had the opportunity to work with so many outstanding people and extraordinary leaders over the years. Working in the executive branch of government requires people with the ability to work together, to listen to each other, and to reach consensus on important issues. I've had the privilege of working with and learning from great leaders such as John Huntsman Jr. while serving as his lieutenant governor. In turn, I've enjoyed working with my own two very capable lieutenant governors, Greg Bell and Spencer Cox, and the three best chiefs of staff imaginable, Jason Perry, Derek Miller, and Justin Harding. I've worked with dedicated cabinet members, department heads, senior staff, and our great legislators. I'm grateful for the 24,000 state employees who show up to work every day, roll up their sleeves, and go to work to serve the people of Utah. I honor all those in public safety, our first responders, and I salute the men and women of the National Guard who serve our state and our nation. My security detail have done their job with professionalism and in the process have become good friends. I've enjoyed working closely with the great leaders of our business community and the private sector who work hard to bring economic opportunity to the people of our state. There have been many great leaders at the federal, state, and local levels. The result of this combined team effort over the past decade is that our business community is thriving, with new businesses coming in every day, adding to the positive economic impact on the state. Utah is equally blessed in the field of education. Tens of thousands of extremely capable teachers, professors, and administrators have prepared hundreds of thousands of students to be leaders and contributors to our society. But it is the everyday, ordinary people of Utah that have inspired me the most. I'm proud not to be just a governor of the people, but of all the people. People who toil and sacrifice and do their best, and do so without a lot of recognition, but add so much to the fabric and success of our great state. The people of Utah are honest, hard-working, and friendly. They are good people who truly care about their neighbors and the well-being of others. That is what sets our state apart. Working beside you and seeing firsthand the goodness and generosity that you have shown one another has really been extraordinary. I've loved visiting the schools in our state and particularly enjoyed the letters from children thanking me for coming and then giving me some very sound, sage advice on how I should run the state. I remember when I got this letter from a third grader. She wrote, "I love animals. Do you like animals? Do you have a pet? You should get a pet. It will help with your self-esteem." I will always remember our centenarians and the wonderful and colorful stories that they would tell me and the wisdom they would share at our annual luncheon. I'll remember each time that we celebrated when a new business opened or when another graduating class marched across the stage. These are great memories, but there are some memories, unfortunately, that are not always happy ones. For example, we have had our share of natural disasters, everything from earthquakes to fires to floods and windstorms. It's hard to witness the devastation and loss of homes and property, but my heart has always been touched to see the outpouring of kindness and sacrifice made by so many who are willing to roll up their sleeves and give of their time to bring some peace, comfort, and support to those in need. That is the culture of Utah during such calamities. We have a sense of community in Utah that is like no other in the nation. During the past 11 and a half years, we have witnessed unprecedented growth here in Utah. There are about 550,000 Utahns today who didn't live here when I was first inaugurated. And our economy has grown. Our unemployment rates have gone to record lows, and we have one of the lowest poverty rates in the nation. As others have said, this has been the best decade in Utah history. Utah has become much more than just a visitor destination. Utah is a place where people want to work and where they want to live. And so our state is growing. Growth like this has its challenges. The solutions will come as we work together in a spirit of common decency and mutual respect. I know this is true because when I first took the oath of office in 2009, Utah and America were in the depths of the Great Recession. We rose from that low point and built the top-performing and most diverse economy in the nation. We dramatically increased funding for education and saw high school and college graduation rates steadily increase and achievement scores go up. In anticipation of growth, we developed a 10-year energy plan and provided for infrastructure expansion at an unprecedented rate. We also recognized that our air and water are priceless resources that were being pushed to the limit. Gratefully, we are now compliant with EPA air requirements and are planning for the next 50 years of our water needs. We've also made great strides in dealing with some very difficult but important issues, from education funding to Medicaid and health care. We've made progress in criminal justice reform and improved policies around homelessness, non-discrimination, and racial equality. We are a state of inclusion, and we welcome and embrace diversity. Now, we all know that we are currently suffering through one of the biggest trials in the history of our state, with a global pandemic that has impacted virtually everyone's life. And each of us has faced challenges, whether psychologically, economically, or emotionally. This is not an easy time for anyone, and we all look for the day when health and social normalcy can be restored. With COVID-19 vaccines now being given across our state, there is finally light at the end of the tunnel. But we are still in a very long and dark tunnel. If there was ever a time when we need collaboration and cooperation, it is now. If there was ever a time that compels each one of us to step up and to do our part, it is now. We must stand together with mutual respect and civility for the benefit of all. And we must profoundly reject the politics of divisiveness and acrimony. We have too much at stake to abandon the spirit of working together and community well-being that was forged like iron in the fire by our Utah pioneers 174 years ago. I have great hope and great expectation for Utah and for Utah's future. And I have great hope and great expectations for Governor-elect Spencer Cox and Lieutenant Governor-elect Deidre Henderson. Spencer is deeply rooted in Utah values. He has a great mind and a good heart. He has a strong work ethic from growing up on a farm. And like me, he believes in the people of Utah. I encourage you to stand with him, and he will lead Utah to new heights never before imagined. And like Spencer, who draws tremendous strength and perspective from his family and his wife Abby, I would be remiss if I did not express my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude to my family, and especially to my wife Jeanette, Utah's First Lady, whose constant encouragement and support have lifted me up time and time again. Jeanette's passion for and commitment to our family, to Utah's families, and to the families that are yet to come is boundless. She has certainly been my partner in leading our state. I cannot express enough love or gratitude for her. And thanks to each of you who work daily to make Utah a state like no other. You have given me the opportunity for 16 years to serve as your governor and your lieutenant governor. Thank you for your love, for your prayers, and for your support. As this important chapter in my life now comes to a close, I will be forever grateful for all the good things that we have accomplished and for the opportunity that I have had to work side by side with you. Together, we've accomplished great things by following some of the best advice my father ever gave me. Work will win when wishy-washy wishing won't. I know this is kind of cheesy, but it's a true principle. A good work ethic solves a lot of problems. At this critical time in our history, I would ask you to please share the stories of what has made this state great with your children. Teach them to honor and to respect and to revere those who have gone before, those who have sacrificed to make this state the best place on earth to live, to work, and to raise a family, and to have the opportunity to find true success in all aspects of life. Utah is and can continue to be that beacon of light and hope for others to look up to and to learn from. I love this state. I love the good people of this state. It's been the greatest honor imaginable for me to be able to serve you. My prayer is that God will bless you, my fellow Utahns, and that He will bless this great country of America, and that He will continue to bless the great state of Utah. Good night and farewell.